Hello, Westies. It was good to be back in worship with you last weekend. We began our summer worship series this past week by taking a look at the phrase from our benediction, go out into the world in peace. Well, this week we're turning our attention to the phrase, have courage. When I was a kid, I had a habit of not managing my time very well. I'm glad to inform you I've remedied that since then, but there were many times when I would frustrate my mom and my dad by coming home from school later than I should have. Now, as a parent, I understand this dynamic much more fully. It's a worrisome thing not knowing where your kid is when you expect them to be home. Well, there was one day from my growing up that I think about often, actually. I was, of course, running late, and I decided to take a shortcut. Going the long way around, the normal way around, was going to get me home much, much later than I should be. And so I decided to cross the creek at the back of the school and cut through someone's yard. It's funny to me now how kids never think of what they're doing as trespassing when they do this. They're just cutting through somebody's yard, right? Just the other day, some neighbor kids cut through my yard as they were playing, and I admit, I felt, more than a twinge of annoyance, and it brought to mind this experience. It seems that the owner of the house whose yard I was cutting through was a bit annoyed because as soon as I came up out of the woods into their backyard, two massive dogs came running at me, barking up a storm, right? And in that moment, I had a choice to make. I didn't know these dogs, they didn't know me, but if I was gonna turn back and go the normal way around, I would be in big trouble with my mom for being so late. Let's ignore the fact that I was cutting through somebody's yard without permission. In that moment, I had to decide if taking the shortcut was worth it when I didn't know if these dogs were gonna hurt me. I had to decide if I was courageous enough to face whatever came as the result of my interaction with these animals. The benediction tells us, go out into the world in peace, have courage. What does it mean for us to have courage as we move into the world as Christ's disciples? That's the question we're going to ask this week. I hope that you'll plan to be with us on Sunday so we can explore that question together. We'll see you then. Peace be with you.